Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome in. Chase and Big Joe, 1025 The Game. We are live and in living color at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Bar Lines. He's Big Joe Dubin. I'm Chase McCabe. Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier back at the studio. And gentlemen, welcome to Predators opening day.
Yeah, there goes a Predator hat. There goes a Predator jersey. It's a big day. It's beautiful. It's a fun day in our city because it is game day for the Nashville Predators. Excited. Unfortunately, we will not be there because we'll be on an airplane tonight. But let's go, man. Let's roll.
We will be flying, literally probably taking off as they're dropping the puck or about to drop the puck. But we'll be keeping up with it. Don't worry. But we're excited about opening night. Pete Weber going to join us in the 2 o'clock hour at some point. He might even come here. Obviously, he's a busy man on opening day, but we'll talk to him and have some Preds flavor throughout the show. We'll also preview our Metro Schools game of the week, which is going to be tonight. Jake Lyman will be on the call in for me since, again, we'll be on a plane as Lawson takes on Hillsborough. That's an old rivalry going back to when Lawson was Hillwood. So that should be a good game tonight over at Hillsborough. We'll talk to both coaches coming up in just a little bit. But excited to be here at Bar Lines for opening day and all the fun things.
It is always good. We're trying to sign in to the internet. Are you in? You're in the internet? Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
good. All right. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah, Bob.
We're good and excited. Titans Raiders this weekend. It's funny. We'll talk a lot of college football today. I think Tennessee, it could be an ugly day for Arkansas because Tennessee's off last weekend. The last time we saw them was Mississippi State 2 weeks ago, and that was a tough game. Last week, you see all the teams falling out of the top 25, and Tennessee's sitting there probably salivating. And now you get Arkansas coming to town, a little unknown because of Petrino. But, man, don't be shocked if Heupel drops 60 on the state next to where he grew up in Oklahoma.
Well, I think that, and I was talking to some family that's in town from Mississippi, and they're Mississippi State fans, and they were like, yeah, I mean, that game was probably a lot closer than it needed to be. But Mississippi State obviously is improved. But I think I've used the analogy with Tennessee that I kind of feel like they played with their food a little bit.
Yep.
And maybe
that's a good way to put it.
Maybe they've woken up.
Yeah. So I think they watch all the teams, the juxtaposition last week of all the teams, and Tennessee's like, hey, we need to be part of this. Plus, you know who Tennessee plays next week?
Alabama.
Yep. Alabama. And so they want to have a good showing and get out there and get it done. So that's it, man. It's exciting.
That will be obviously a big one and a litmus test, however you want to put it. But that will be fun. All right, JoJo, what is our question of the day? I can't wait for this.
So the disaster that is Bill Belichick in North Carolina, and depending who you hear him from, I mean, he could be on his last legs. Carolina offered we're behind him 100%. When they do that, they're not.
Yeah, usually when you see that, that's like, oh, he's gone.
All right. So our question of the day is wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. What is Bill Belichick's next job? Wrong answers only. What is Bill Belichick's next job? Because this thing at North Carolina, and I don't know if I've got the right adjective to say exactly how bad it is. I mean, I could if I could cuss, but I can't cuss. But it's an absolute
it's a bleep show.
Disaster. And this is going to have far-reaching effects of a lot of things. And so we want to know what Bill Belichick's next job is. 615-737-1025. Call us or text us. What's his next job?
Stand-up comedian.
What's the joke?
It's wrong answers only, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What's his opening line?
I'm
just here. He's like, he's playing Zanies. He's like, I'm on the Zanies in Chicago. I'm not Zanies in Nashville. I'm on the Zanies in Chicago. We're on the next week. I'm on the next week.
Don't do dumb that hurt the team.
Yeah,
all right.
I say stand-up comedian.
Okay. All right. I said Bill Belichick's next job should be a park ranger. Could you imagine going to a park? Hey, I'm here to see the Smoky Mountains. And Belichick's like, they're right there. What do you need me for? He'd be the worst park ranger in America. That he would make. Who's the fire bear? Smokey Bear?
Smokey.
Yeah, he'd make Smokey Bear look like a national hero. So my thing is Bill Belichick would be a park ranger. I want to see Bill Belichick as a park ranger. That's me.
That could be funny.
Yeah, that's it.
615-737-1025. A drill sergeant.
I mean, you couldn't hear him. He wouldn't care if you knew anything. Lie down.
I know.
Get up.
Go run in front of a tank.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only.
What is Bill Belichick's next job?
Bill Belichick's next job.
Let's see. These are already coming in bad. 3480 Robert Kraft massage therapist.
Oh!
I don't know about that. 9306 Vandy coach. No, we're good. Clark Lee's fine.
Right? Yeah.
9708 talent scout for the adult entertainment business. Oh, here's a good one. 839 White House press secretary.
Oh,
we like to welcome in Bill Belichick. He's a winner.
Oh my God.
He expects greatness. You're gonna treat him with respect.
Hey, President Trump was on a call with Putin today. Do you have any further information? No. What about this? What about air traffic controllers and the short it? I don't care.
Now that the government shut down, well, it's still going on. Now that the government, when it's done,
right?
Now that the government shutdown is done, what do you think? What are your thoughts on that? We're on to the next thing.
Or it was shut down. I don't know. I don't care.
Down, yeah. I'm gonna shut you down.
That's a good one. You have the bass in his voice, which is really good.
We're on to Cincinnati. You got to do it that way.
Oh, it is. I mean, come on. It is a. I mean, think about this. I mean, we thought ESPN has tried so hard.
A daycare teacher.
Oh my! What's that smell?
Hey, go get back on your mat.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I said get back on your mat.
I need to go potty.
I don't care. Do your job. Do your job.
We're
here to win.
You can go potty right there. All right. Nowhere to go.
We're
But I'm hungry. You'll be, well, you're not going to eat. I mean, but look at this. ESPN tried so hard to make it relevant. I mean, they blew out that first game versus TCU. The first opening drive, they're all like, he's got something special in North Carolina. He's got nothing. He's terrible. He has no relationship with the team, I'm told.
Yeah.
I
just don't
get on their level.
I don't understand. By the way, our question of the day is presented by Aries Tactical. Your safety, your skill, your Aries Tactical. Check them out at ariestactical.com. I just don't understand why he took this job.
Oh, he wanted to show. His ego is so big, he wanted to show that.
Was it just, I can't get back in the NFL, so I'll just do this?
I'll be successful here, and I'll show you.
What do you think Nick Saban told him when he said, hey, Nick, I'm thinking about taking this Carolina job?
Oh, my God.
Because you know he had to talk about it.
That might be an even better question. I bet he said you won't know how different it is till you get there.
Yeah.
Got to be.
Probably. But, I mean, I feel like Saban would have given him legit advice on what, like, okay, here's how you make it work. Here's the things you need to look out for.
But you know what? Belichick being such an egomaniac, I bet he didn't ask anybody. I'm going to do this. I bet people probably said, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Watch out for this, watch out for that. And he probably said, I'm going to do my own thing. I don't care.
Yeah.
I bet he reached out to not a soul and did that.
Probably.
God, look how handsome we are on the stream.
9013. Bill will be Tom Brady's caddy.
Wasn't he already for 20 years?
Probably. Robert says he couldn't even be a park ranger because his girlfriend would try and be in charge of the trails, telling people where they can and can't go.
That promise on that text and then kind of trailed off.
There were. I had to edit a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
33. Remember, you text in. I'm the one reading it, so I'm the one that gets in trouble. 3337. The next Hugh Hefner.
Oh yes.
6924. A Walmart greeter.
Oh, can you imagine?
Al. Thank you for watching on Fox 17 this morning. Al, appreciate that. Next job, selling shirts on the street corner that read, without Tom Brady, I'm ass or me ass.
Go back to the Walmart thing. You know, when you leave Walmart, they check your bag if you got
Yeah.
the receipt. I bet he doesn't check a single soul.
4667. This is bad. Headmaster at an all girls school.
Oh, yeah, that is bad.
No, not that one.
But did we think it would be this bad? I mean, we kind of did, but
Caleb and Gallatin. He should be a matchmaker, kind of like Billy Bob Thornton in School for Scoundrels.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either. Sugar Daddy to Dua Lipo.
Yeah, well,
the golf course starter. All those guys are jerks, and he would fit in perfectly.
Yes.
You got your ticket.
Oh,
No, you can't. You got to start here.
That's a terrible shot.
That's a terrible
I'd
shot.
give
What are you
golf
doing?
up today.
What are you doing?
Terrible.
Get out of here.
I've told you this, but to me, the hardest golf hole in Nashville is number one at Two Rivers, because there used to be four old men who would sit out there and make fun of your golf swing, and they were always right. And you got mad at them, you couldn't do anything. So hole number one at Two Rivers has been and will always be the most difficult golf hole in Nashville. Nothing comes close to that.
615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. We're live today at Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel. We're right next to Bridgestone Arena as they get ready for opening night in Smashville. 615-737-1025 is our phone, and I think I just said that. Our question of the day. By the way, I do want to say a big thank you to the Nashville scene and the readers. We were second in, I guess, best radio shows.
Yeah.
And so we appreciate that. Thank you. And
huge honor.
Huge. I also, shout out to Buck. He was number one. Buck started his career here. We're still very good friends. He's very, very talented, even though he's across the street. I wish him nothing but the best in 3HL as well.
Yeah.
Brent, Don, Slay, those groups. I mean, here's the thing. We're all a family. We may be on, different stations, but we all get along. So it's cool to see everybody have success.
It is. Anything else you want to ask about the National Scene Award over there?
How did you get named best TikTok account? Like Twitter, I could
know.
see, but TikTok,
I have no
I didn't
idea.
even know you had a TikTok.
Yeah, I've got it. I've had it for about I had it like 8 years ago, whenever it started, just to get my name. Then I never did anything with it. Then about a year ago, somebody came up and said, "Hey, I found some of your videos on TikTok. They make me laugh." I'm like, "Do I still have that account?" So I went to TikTok and restarted it, and it got voted best TikTok in the Nashville scene. So I'll take it, right? And I came in second on Twitter or X, whatever it is. But as long as everybody's listening to our station, I don't care, especially from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on 102.5 weekdays. That makes me happy. Awards mean nothing to me. That makes me happy.
Yeah, for sure. We will discuss this and much more coming up next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Hanging out at Bar Lines. Always a good time. Looking forward to talking to Pete Weber a little bit later. A lot of stuff to get into. Titans heading out to Vegas for this is the first time, I guess, since the Raiders moved.
I thought you were going to say for the Labor Day weekend show. Now
to San Francisco.
For the Labor Day. So when's the last time they played the Raiders?
It was a few. I feel like they played here since
I know they played here and had them beat. Lawan did that completely stupid, boneheaded penalty that lost the game for him in the fourth quarter. That was under Malarkey. So that was 17 or 16.
The last time they played was September of 2022 in Nashville, a Titans 24-22 win.
Okay.
Then in 2019, Titans beat the Oakland Raiders 42-21. 2017 is the one I think you're talking about.
Yep.
26-16, the Raiders won. 2016 was a 17-10 Raiders win. And 2015 was a 24-21 Raiders win. So the Titans riding a 2-game winning streak against the Raiders.
Oh, they played a lot more than I thought then. Okay. I mean, I just remember the Lawan game when he came down and had a late hit on somebody and took him out of – they needed a touchdown and took him back out of the range of getting close and lost the game. So I as a purist football fan, it just sounds good when I hear they're taking on the Raiders. It just sounds really good.
You want to know something kind of cool that I just realized? So October 30th, 1994, the Houston Oilers lost to the Los Angeles Raiders at, I guess that was at the Coliseum, 17-14. That was the last time that the Oilers and Raiders played each other as Houston and Los Angeles. The next time they played, it was the Oakland Raiders and the Tennessee Oilers in 1997.
Okay, yeah. And that's the game when Eddie George went crazy at the Liberty Bowl.
Yep.
Had 200-something yards. It was the day
they won in overtime.
Princess Diana passed away, August of 97. First game at the Liberty Bowl. Yeah.
Yep.
First game at the Liberty Bowl.
Oilers won 24-20. So was that was their first game in Tennessee?
Yep.
24-21 in overtime.
And remember the 03 Sunday night football game was here with the Raiders and the Titans.
Yes.
Was it 03 or 02?
03 did they lose?
I think they won. I think Curse went crazy in that game.
I'm seeing what the asterisk meant. It was the AFC. Oh, that was the championship game.
Championship game they lost out there. Yeah.
So 2002, yes. Or 2002 was the Raiders won in Oakland 52-25.
Was that the game, the AFC Championship game?
No, the AFC Championship game was 41-24. That was January 19th, 2003.
Give me 2003. They played 2003?
September 7th, 2003 at Tennessee. Titans won 25-20.
That's it. That was the ESPN game. That's right. God, that was a long time ago, Mike.
Let's see. Here's how that went down. Tyrone Calico, 11-yard pass from Steve McNair for a touchdown. Sebastian Janikowski kicked one 47 yards. Joe Nedney had a 50-yarder. Charlie Gardner, a 46-yard pass from Rich Gannon for a touchdown. Craig, so is that one of the games that Nedney got hurt in? Because then Craig Hendrick is kicking.
I don't know.
He kicked a 49-yarder and a 34-yarder.
I don't know.
And a 33-yarder. Guess who? Hendrick took over, so I guess Nedney got hurt. Guess who caught a 3-yard touchdown pass from Steve McNair that day?
I'm going to say that's our good friend Derek Mason.
That is correct. He sure did. Tim Brown had a 25-yard pass from Rich Gannon. It was a good game. So Hendrick won it on kicked the game winner, a 33-yard field goal.
I just remember it was on ESPN.
Yeah.
And it was loud. It was crowded. How Nissan Stadium used to go back in the day. Really, really intense game. But, I mean, we're going to see what happens. I mean, these two teams were far from what they were then because they're both not good right now. Both teams need a win. Raiders got stomped by the Colts last weekend. So it's a good team for the Titans to be playing right now because the Raiders aren't really that great of a team. And for the Raiders, it's pretty good to be playing the Titans because they're not that good of a team. So we'll see what happens. But I think the Raiders are going to bring a lot. Cam Ward under pressure, like any quarterback.
But if he's
I'll send the farm after him.
If the line plays the way they played last week, plus you have Latham back in the mix, which it kind of sounds like you could, then it's on him. He's got to get rid of the ball. He's got to make smart decisions and know when the play isn't there and to do something.
Well, the Raiders have one thing the Cardinals don't.
What's that?
Max Crosby.
That is true.
So you got to account for him every second because he's going to go after Cam Ward.
Do you think that they have – do you think the coaching staff has handcuffed Cam a little bit and said, like, hey, like they're, with a young quarterback, the instinct is to use your legs and to, run, make a play, make something happen. Do you think they've been trying to be like, hey, you really need to not do that every time because you're going to get figured out?
I think they've told him to throw the ball away.
Yeah.
What did Callahan say? I got no problem throwing it to the guy in the third row.
Yeah, right.
I'd rather him catch it than the DB. So I think you're trying to teach him to throw the ball away.
And I agree with that,
by
the way.
Yeah. Yeah. But look, if everything breaks down, take off running. Just go. If everything's breaking down, take off and go, and see what you can do. But slide.
Of all the, I don't know if mobile quarterback is the right phrase, but all the quarterbacks that the Titans have had that could use their legs, who do you think was the best at it? Was it Steve?
Oh, by far. Yeah, I mean, Mariota's pretty good.
Vince was good when he wanted to be.
Underrated?
Tannehill.
By far.
Yep.
By far. He was great.
I mean, look, I'd probably take Steve first. I might take Tannehill second in that department. Maybe Vince.
Yeah, I mean, they've been good. Mariota was good. I mean, couldn't throw worth a lick, but, man, he could took off and get going. Steve is amazing, right?
Yeah.
Vince, I don't think could throw on the run as good as the other guys could. That was the problem. I think he's better runner.
If Vince was right, could get out of his own way, do you have a better arm than Steve?
I think Steve had a more accurate arm.
Yeah.
I think Vince threw wobbly passes.
Right.
But I think Steve had and Derek will tell you this, I think he had a very underrated arm because he threw some nice long passes that were on target. But
I think Mariota had a good arm, but he just bad decisions.
I saw some really, really bad throws that he made. More bad throws than good throws.
But how much of that was decision making?
Yeah, right? Yeah. But Tannehill, when he scrambled to get in the end zone, was fine. It was good to go.
Yeah. 615-737-1025. Kenny the mailman wants to answer our question of the day. Kenny, what's up?
Well, first of all, Chase and Joe, both Babette and I participated in the same voting for y'all. And we are from West Nashville. We believe in the adage, vote early and vote often. So I think we really helped y'all out.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Kenny. I'm going to be honest with you. We didn't even know we were nominated.
Well, we took care of that for you.
Thank you.
I had no idea. And then Nick Barris posted something. I'm like, oh, Nick won. Who else was, won? And then I saw our name. I was like, is this from a few years ago? And then we saw we are truly not deserving of any of that, but thank you.
Well, unknown surprises like that turn out to be the best. There is no doubt in my mind there is reality shows being planned and probably in the works right now for both Belichick and his companion, because Dancing with the Stars, she was their number one target, but she asked for so much bonuses and perks and pay over the others, even though she hadn't done anything consequential in her life, just having a known name now and a boyfriend, that even Dancing with the Stars had to turn it down. But there is such an interest, not in Belichick's skill or what's going on in his life. It's this sort of twisted interest. Wow, he has a girlfriend 30, 40 years younger than him. That will draw enough ratings for one of these minor shows to be put together and paraded. It'll be on the cover of the celebrity magazines and everything. but I think he's lost his cachet in football. Who wants to bring
Right
this
now,
show in?
I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chase, when I say the name Joe Gibbs, what do you think?
That is a really good. I know where you're going with this.
Yeah,
Class.
I think of honor,
class,
commitment, trust.
yeah.
I mean, that's what I strive for. That's what I want to see. Sometimes we throw everything we've earned away for hardly anything that's worth anything. I watch what I say because I don't want people to say, well, you sure are mean or judgmental. It's like sometimes you've earned diamonds and pearls and you throw them away. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Kenny.
pal.
Appreciate it. I thought he was going to go like, because now when you say Joe Gibbs, I think NASCAR Cup Series owner, even though I know he's a three-time Super Bowl winning coach, but I feel like he's done that longer than he coached.
Well, yeah, but for me, the football aspect of that, look, all the players loved him. Won 3 Super Bowls, and just a class act all the way, and became successful in the NASCAR world.
Yeah,
it's not easy to be a champion. To be a champion in 2 different sports like that takes a special man, and from all accounts, Joe Gibbs is that.
Oh, he 100% is. 615-737-1025. We're live today at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Bar Lines. It is Predators opening day. We will get to them coming up here in just a little bit because I feel good about tonight.
You should.
I feel good about tonight. We'll talk about that, the Titans, so much more. Jason Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday as we get ready.
Chase, look out there. Dale Jr. on the sidewalk.
Where?
Look to the right. He passed by.
Oh, on his phone?
No, he's right there on the closest to us. Sorry about that, folks.
Oh, okay.
Guys like
No,
Dale Jr.
I didn't see him.
If you saw it, you would have laughed.
My bad.
My bad.
My bad.
My bad. Man. My bad.
Gotta go smoke a cigarette. I'll do that. I had somebody tell me that, and I can't remember who said this. Our whole show is an inside joke that everybody else is in on.
Oh,
and I think that is so true.
yes, Phil.
I think it actually was Phil that said that.
Exactly right. Yeah, we're
mean,
just an extension of you guys. We're no smarter than anybody else out there, and you guys are part of this with us. So we appreciate you guys every single day. So
we're having fun. That's what we're doing.
Make sure you find us on TikTok.
So the gun commercial just aired, and Hal Gill goes, "Now that you're packing heat, I'll make sure I make it to every request."
Yeah, Hal, you're number one on the list, pal. Better watch out. All 7'6" of you.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with Hal.
You know who I wouldn't mess with? Chris Mason.
No, I wouldn't mess with Chris either.
Something about he's a nice guy, but I think Chris Mason could really do damage. You got to fight with him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, isn't that the phrase, the guy you want to have in the foxhole with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But goalies don't fight.
Some do.
Who? Give me one. I don't know.
Mika Kiprasov, Thomas Vokoun.
You just made that up.
No, I didn't.
Mika who?
Kiprasov.
Wasn't she on MSNBC?
Chris Mason has a great story. I think they were playing Calgary, and Barry Trotz's version of this story is also funny. But I think it was Calgary, and there was like fisticuffs happening. It was a physical game, and Chris starts skating to center ice. And Kippy starts skating to center ice, and Trotzy gets on the boards and looks at Chris and like pointing him back towards him, like, get your ass back there.
Oh, I'd like that, man. I'd like a goalie that could just.
They're so rare now, but I've never seen a goalie fight live, and I really want to see one.
Yeah,
Vokoun and Kiprasov fought. I think it was here, but like I would love to see Ray. Hal says Ray Emery was one that fought a lot.
So how does this happen? I mean, do you have to like point down the ice? And
they basically they kind of look at each other and like, and it's.
I'd love this.
Have you ever seen walruses fight? Because that's kind of what it looks like. Like, I mean, they're all the padding and everything. They're just like, they can't move around.
I saw walruses fight on a Friday night in Broadway one time. I didn't catch their names though. They were from Arkansas, but I don't know.
I have a rebuttal for that, but I'm not gonna.
No, sir. No, sir. But yeah, I'd like to get in the brawl with, not against, Chris Mason. I love that dude. I think he's one of the finest dudes walking planet Earth, man.
Yeah, here you go. Here's some goalie fights. These should be fun. We can narrate them.
Okay.
All right. So this would be Peter Budai, I think is how you say his name. And is that a Flower? That is Marc-Andre Fleury. See, so he's kind of looking down there. They're like, hey, you want to go? All right, here we go.
Oh, this is.
And the ref's like, no, you're not gonna do it.
I need to see fists.
But they can't see. They have to stay on both sides of the red line.
Oh, that's nuts. That's not a fight.
Well, hang on. I don't think it's done yet. He's trying to fight the ref. Maybe Hal was in that one.
But I wouldn't mind doing. That'd be kind of fun. Like in between periods, the backup goalies fight each other.
Tonight for your intermission entertainment.
I'd love to see that. I'd also love to see the Preds beat Columbus 8-0 tonight. Just get all that frustration out.
Look, I think there is a chance that could happen because this team, nothing against Columbus. Columbus is a good team, or a better team, but I think Nashville has a chip on their shoulder. You got a bunch of guys that are pissed off about last year and they're tired of hearing about it. You got a captain that's tired of being asked, hey, you okay? You good? So I could see it. And a goaltender that not a lot of people seem to believe in.
What if Brady Martin scores tonight? Huh?
Look, there's a lot of – if you go back and look at history of guys making their debut with the Predators, they typically do. He's on the first line, and they're going to try and feed him the puck.
I like it, man.
So what if Joachim Kimmel, he could score? These guys are putting rookies in the lineup.
Well, look, just get out there tonight, win the game, and look, 0-5 was awful last year. You know what happens if you lose the first game. Go win tonight. Hope Saros has the game of his life, and this team starts off on the right foot.
Here's what I love reading. Max Hurst tweeted this out 2 hours ago. We were told today that Preds morning skate would be optional, partial, before opening night. Every single player was on the ice. You think they're ready? You think they're dialed in?
I like that.
I love that.
Yep.
That's like, watch this.
It reminds me of a story what Tom Penders, the basketball coach at Texas, did one time. If you miss class the next day, you had to be at the gym at 5 a.m. You know who ran if you missed class? The rest of the team. You know who sat in the stands while you ran? The player who missed class.
Oh, wow.
It happened one time. And everybody's like, no. And so
no, we're not doing that.
You were accountable to each other.
Yeah.
So this sounds like that. Like you are like, there might have been one or two guys, I got to run some errands in the morning. What, you're going to skate? What, he's going? Yossi's going, maybe I should go.
Yeah.
Then you buy in. You're buying into everything.
I love it.
Right.
I love it. And I bet it took one of the, maybe one of those guys was like, hey, we're all going. Like, okay, yeah, we're cool. Let's do this. So I love that. I love reading that. Andrew Burnett says Joachim Kimmel will play tonight. Ozzy Weisblatt is a game-time decision. Brady Martin will make his NHL debut. That's from Brooks Brown.
All right, nice.
So we're going to see the 5th overall pick make his debut.
If he scores, he ain't going back down.
Look, I want to see it a handful of games, but everything I've seen through training camp makes me think, like, this kid doesn't look 18.
Well,
he didn't act 18.
You're not going to put him on the opening line as an experiment,
no,
are we?
No,
yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah.
Matthew Wood, who's still on IR, he skated today, so that's good to see. But so the opening night lineup is going to have some youngsters in it.
They need it, man.
Yeah.
Put it in there.
I love it. I love the mix of the vets, the youngsters. Oh, okay. So Dr. Crane has put did you put this up, the poll question?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right. Who scores the first goal tonight for the Preds? Brady Martin, Philip Forsberg, Steven Stamkos, Roman Josi.
Stamkos gets it done.
I'm going to say the kid.
Oh, okay. And I'll tell you why Stamkos scores. I actually did some reading on this stuff. The fact that people have, like, he's over the hill. He's done. This is not a fit for him. He can read that and say, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to go out and score tonight. So I'm giving Stamkos scores. Now, Steven, I know you're a big fan of the show. When you score, I'd like an autographed puck because I do have the best TikTok in town. So I can put it on my TikTok.
You did. Yeah, and you do have the best TikTok.
I want a Stamkos puck on my TikTok.
9306 says, wanting an opinion from you, I decided not to get the FanDuel Sports Network package, expensive, but would a single game pass be worth it tonight? I think so. I think so. I think you want to watch. Right?
And
come down here.
Even better is that if you get the whole FanDuel package, Chase will come watch the game with you, certain games, and have beers with you, right?
Yeah, not tonight.
Not tonight. But if you get it after tonight, we get back in town.
Sure. Why not?
Yep.
I'll take it another way. What's the feel if they come out and lay an egg and look bad doing it? What will the excuse be then? We're not thinking that right now, Brian. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Brian, I tell Chase every day, and Chase hates me telling him this. I've told him 1,000 times. We don't suffer imagined troubles. We don't think that's going to happen tonight. So don't put that in your mind. Don't throw it out in the universe. Think only that they're going to come out tonight and play exceptional.
I love it. Who scores the goal tonight? Who scores the first goal for the Preds? 615-737-1025. You can vote on our X poll at 1025 the game, or text us, call us, let us know. 615-737-1025. Chasing Big Joe live at the Omni, 1025 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game, here on this Thursday opening night in Smashville.
Give you $5, Timmy, who sings that song.
Autograph.
Damn it. All right.
Hey, I'm going into Vegas, already up $5. Let's go.
Damn. I got you. I mean, I'll pay up. How'd you know that?
Because I don't I don't know. I know music.
I mean, you and Dr. Crane are like the two oldest, youngest souls I've ever met in my life.
That is true. I mean, he's listening to the Rat Pack and all that stuff.
You take my heartburn medicine at 5:30.
What's that?
I have to take my heartburn medicine at 5:30.
Oh, yeah.
What time do you go to bed? 6?
Yeah, around that 6-7:30. Fall asleep in the recliner.
Oh, hold on. Do you yell at Wheel of Fortune too before you go to bed?
It's actually reruns on Roku channel, so yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, but that's how we are. That's how we roll, man. I mean, we sat in the office one day before the show, doing our show prep, and you played like the first second of a song, and I was like,
I think I probably played like 35 songs, and I think you only missed one.
I missed more than that, but I think I was above 90%.
The only one that I don't remember what it was. You was like, I don't know that, but you hit. I mean, I think you had a high rate.
My I love 90s country. There's some new country that I like, but 90s country, 80s hair metal rock, 80s rock, 80s pop, like 70s and 80s, classic rock. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I like.
You know what 90s country song that if you crank up so loud is amazing?
What's that?
John Deere Green.
Oh,
I'm telling you, man.
I've karaoke'd that a few times.
There you go. And tonight maybe too as well. Here comes Chase.
Billy
Bob loves Charlie.
We might have to find a karaoke place.
I'm good with that. But I need you to sing your heart. I need to sing.
My go-to is Pickup Man.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I need you to sing karaoke when we do it as if Celine Dion's in the audience and you're trying to take her home.
Okay.
And you gotta bring it.
Okay.
Yeah. Crank it, brother.
I can't do it now. I'm not going to sing.
That's right.
That's a good one. Thank you, Dr. Crane. That's a good one.
Got it on. Are we watching baseball games?
Are we watching baseball? No.
We will tonight, though.
Later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, not tonight. We have Preds and we have Lawson and Hillsborough.
Okay. But
tomorrow,
Tigers
and Mariners. You can hear.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, we're here. We're doing all that. But no, I think that'll be fun. So yeah, thank you, Dr. Crane, for playing that song right there.
Okay, so people are if you go to our Twitter account or X account at 1025 The Game, Dr. Crane has posted of these 4 players and comment if it's other. Who will score the first goal for the Preds? Brady Martin, Philip Forsberg, Steven Stamkos, Roman Josi. Brady Martin is leading 38.5%, Stamkos with 30.8%. And then Josi and Forsberg are tied at 15.4%.
I think Brady Martin's the cool story.
Yeah.
That's the fun story, the one we want to have.
They're gonna, but here's the thing. He's on the top line. O'Reilly and Forsberg and Josi, they're gonna feed him the puck. Like they're gonna try and make him score. Like that's just what they're gonna do. Okay. They want him to.
Oh, this will be fun tonight.
I can't say what Scott Hartnell. I'm sure Pete will bring this up, but I can't say what Scott Hartnell said when he scored his first goal. But
gosh darn, that was easy.
Nope.
No, not that. You said something more than that. All right.
It was the word "pop" was involved. I'll just put it that way.
Okay. All right.
But yeah. So there you go. The Titans have waived offensive lineman Brant Banks, who signed last week. Brant, we wish you the best in your future endeavors. We don't know who you are, but
can you see if he waved back?
Yeah, I'll find out.
Okay.
Ask Jim Wyatt.
Jim doesn't like those. He never responds back to do all that.
You know, Jim doesn't even follow me on Twitter.
Does he not?
No.
We'll have a talk with Jim this weekend.
I thought we were buddies.
Every time I get an email from the Titans, they're adding, subtracting some. I mean, they're on that pace what they did in 21 where they had 400 guys on the team.
Yeah.
But again, you know what? You keep doing that, you might find somebody that works. Find somebody that hits and you like the guy and he's on the team. Never know. I'd keep doing that on and on and on and on. Wait, you didn't pick the goal scorer tonight for the Preds.
I said Brady Martin.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I thought you were kind of throwing him out there. All right.
I said Brady Martin.
Dr. Crane, what you got tonight, Bubba?
I'm kind of thinking Steven Stamkos. He's been quiet all offseason, was a little quiet last year. I think this is the resurgence of Stamkos.
I'm with you, man. We're on the same. Hey, if he scores tonight and gives me a puck to put on my award-winning TikTok account, I'll let you take it.
We're never going to hear the end of this.
No, we're not.
I'll let you get a picture with Steven Stamkos' puck there, Dr. Crane, if you don't mind.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It'll be
Awesome.
fun. Yeah, you know, it's funny. The first opening night, we could talk about this, October 10th, 1998. And I know Andrew Burnett scored in that game. Was it here? Maybe. I think he scored here. I remember that game vividly because my daughter was born October the 8th, and I'm in the hospital watching that hockey game in 1998 before streaming anything. The game was on TV in the hospital room. That's how I vividly remember that game.
My mom went to the first Preds game.
Nice.
It was a good time.
You're trying to be a hilltopper there, aren't you?
No.
That's cool. You can do
No,
that.
I'm just adding to the story.
I love
I'm
your
sorry.
mom. You could.
She may come by later. You might see her.
Well, even better. That's fine. Mom stories are allowed,
Okay. Thank you.
but that's it.
Okay. Well, Heather,
Anything else you want to add?
Nope.
We all know the topper of life. Hey, I just climbed Mount Everest. Oh, really? I hiked to the moon.
Yeah.
There's always that person in your life.
We know a couple.
Oh, yes, we do. Oh my gosh,
They're somewhere on
they're all around.
YouTube. Anyway, we're live today at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Bar Lines. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5, the game. Hour number 2, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Thursday. Preds opening night. Titans in Vegas this weekend taking on the Raiders. Having a big time here at the Omni Nashville Hotel.
Oh, having a good time. I like it. A little buzz in the city. I see more Preds jerseys walking by the Omni.
We're going to have a little buzz in the city, too.
We are. So it's exciting. I hate that we're missing it tonight. And I'm jealous of everybody gets to go to the Nashville Predators game. Opening night, all games are awesome over there. But opening night is really, really, really good. So excited for everybody that's going to the game tonight.
Anytime there are videos on Twitter of puppies, I just stop what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I hate that. Look, I do hate that we're missing, opening night. But hopefully they're 2-0 when we, I guess 2-0 at Bridgestone Arena. Then they go on a road trip. I'll actually have pregame coverage for you Monday from Las Vegas.
No way, really?
Yep.
Where do they play Monday?
Ottawa. It's Canadian Thanksgiving, so they're doing a game at noon Ottawa or 1 Ottawa time, so noon back here. Pregame at 11. So I'll start pregame at 9 o'clock.
I'm gonna start pregaming tonight. So
yeah,
I thank you for that. Oh, that's awesome. Then what better way to hit? Who comes in here Saturday night?
The Utah Mammoth.
Oh,
the artists. Well, I guess technically they're a new franchise, so the Utah Mammoth. But the Arizona Coyotes moved, and the Arizona Coyotes are a suspended, defunct franchise.
All right. Well, go to Ottawa. Can you imagine leaving town Sunday, flying up there, and they're 2-0? It'd be good for them.
That'd be fantastic.
All right, good for the Nashville Predators. But I'm telling you, if you were on the fence tonight about whether or not you want to get opening night, and it's probably sold out, but go. I am telling you, go to opening night for the Nashville Predators. They do it so right, so much fun, and the excitement level.
There's going to be surprises.
Surprises is next level. So, I'm telling you, go to the game tonight. Go have a good time.
Yes, go have a wonderful time. And, again, you can answer our poll question of who is going to score first. Checking it out again. Brady Martin leading the way.
Is he? What are give me the 4 choices again.
Brady Martin, Philip Forsberg, Steven Stamkos, Roman Josi.
Who's bringing up the rear?
Josi and Forsberg are tied.
Really?
Yeah. And then it's Martin and Stamkos.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Our question of the day, for if you want to weigh in with us, what is Bill Belichick's next job? Wrong answers only. We had some great, hilarious responses in the first hour. 615-737-1025. What is Bill Belichick's next job? Wrong answers only. Chase had him. What were you having him doing?
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at some texts we're getting about Vegas. What now?
What was your Bill Belichick's wrong answer job?
Stand-up comedian.
All right. Mine's park ranger. And imagine Bill Belichick doing this job.
I didn't tell you to laugh.
So you guys can let us know, 615-737-1025. Because, again, it's a complete disaster in North Carolina. That team's terrible. Was it 28-3 that Clemson had the lead in the first quarter on them on Saturday? And it's just going worse than you could possibly ever imagine. And you know what? There's an article before the season started, The Athletic. I forget who wrote it. He had talking to a bunch of college coaches about our goal is to whip Belichick's butt because we don't want pro coaches to think you can just drop down and get it done. And he's not getting it done. Team doesn't like him. Everything's going where. And so it is a complete disaster. And if he lasts through the season, I'll be amazed. Because he's that bad. You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just listening to you, man.
Physically, we're at the Omni Barline Hotel. Mentally, we're pre-boarding a Southwest flight right now to Vegas.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting little story.
Right. If you get bored, make sure you follow my award-winning TikTok account.
A couple of texts.
Oh, man.
Wes in Clarksville wants to know if I'm going to take you, I'm going to clean this up a little bit, to a gentleman's club.
No, I do not.
No, we're not.
I do not, and here it is. I'm totally serious. If y'all do that, that's great out there. I do not go to those clubs.
No.
I just don't.
Nope.
I'm not on my high moral horse. I just don't because I don't have any money. So that's one of the reasons. No, I just don't do it.
To our question of the day, Michael Madison says, Belichick will become the head coach of the Penn State Nittany Lions.
I read somewhere about. I was like, no way, it's got to be. I mean, surely they were joking. It was like, no, here's why he'd be a great coach. I'm like, do you not see what he's doing now at North Carolina? No, not at all. Besides, Jimmy Frank ain't going to go down without a fight.
James said Bill would make a good librarian.
Oh, man. Hey, Bill, can you explain the Dewey Decimal System? No.
It's in aisle 3.
Bill.
I need help finding this book.
I can't read half of these. Weston Hermitage says Bill Belichick is mall cop.
Oh, hey, that's you. Hey, you kids, watch out. We're not doing anything.
Where are you going with that?
Hey, if you think about doing something, shut your mouth.
Matchmaker 6877 says a matchmaker.
For what?
I don't know.
I think the best one put out there is what you had earlier. The press secretary, the president. Could you imagine?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
His press conference.
Yeah.
Hey, what more about the border crossings? I don't care.
Al says local radio personality, the Chase and Big Bill show. I'm not going to get rid of Joe for. Coach, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing all right. How you doing? Coach, what do you think about Cam Moore in the Titans? Oh, he's got to do his job. Take care of the football.
What's funny?
What do you think? What do you think about that win against Arizona? We're on to Vegas.
What's funny is that we're at the Omni Nashville Hotel downtown, and before the segment started, what color is that bus?
Blue, two-tone blue.
Carolina blue bus.
Yeah.
Tour bus pulled up out front. It almost looks like a Carolina team bus.
It does.
Or
is that Columbia blue?
I'm here you're talking about me.
This might be the funniest one.
Okay.
Sales director at Match.com.
He's got experience. Right?
Bill Belichick would be a good usher at church. Would he, though?
Oh, my gosh.
A Marine sergeant. There's a lot of Hugh Hefner. Bill will play Hugh Hefner in a movie.
I could totally see that.
Let's go to our phones. Clay wants to weigh in on our question of the day. This should be good. Hello, Clay.
Boys, how we doing?
We're fantastic.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Bill Belichick worked for Robert Kraft, right?
That is correct.
Yep.
And Robert Kraft liked to go to massage parlors, so maybe Bill could own a massage parlor. How about that?
There you go. That one writes itself.
What do you think, Joe?
Clay, did that sound good in your head when you were thinking about it? I'm just curious. Clay, I'm telling you, I'm excited. My brother and I are very, very close. He's a Vanderbilt season ticket holder, and we're going to the Vanderbilt LSU game next week. I'm excited for that. Can we see you over there?
Oh, now, Joe, now you're. I got you. I got you. By the way, Joe, your boy Will's listening.
Hey, I love him. We're going to work out some things together. He's going to be a big part of this show, Clay.
I know. He's a star. I've told him that.
Yep.
You're a star too, Clay. We appreciate you.
See you, boys.
Clay, all right, take care. I thought he had something salient to say, but I guess not.
Sometimes it's best to keep it short and sweet. Coming up next, we'll shift back into the Titans and actually college football. We have some college football things to discuss. We'll do that coming up next, and then preview our high school football game of the week coming up at the bottom of the hour. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.
Don't rock the jukebox. Wanna hear some Jones?
Another good one.
You
Another
heard 'em?
karaoke. I'm good. Another karaoke anthem for me. Little Alan Jackson, who announced that Nissan Stadium was at June 27th, his final show.
Final show, the finale over at Nissan Stadium.
I'm just saying this right now. The three of us have got to be at that.
Yeah, you got a mouse in your pocket? Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to Dr. Crane.
All right.
We got to go.
I'm in.
Look, you got to. Well, Chase has a connection with
No, I
Alan
don't. I have
Jackson.
no connection.
You took his daughter to the prom.
Yeah, but that was 20 years ago. We
Doesn't
don't
matter.
talk anymore.
Oh, what happened?
We grew up. I don't know. We grew apart.
This sounds like one of those love at 90-day things on TLC.
It's not. It's called like you go from high school to college to adulthood, and you lose track of people.
But if you called Alan Jackson's daughter, she would know who you are.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be like, hey, we haven't talked in 20 years. Can I get a couple of tickets to that show?
3 tickets to be exact. And VIP seating. Do you mind?
I hate it when people do that to me, so I'm not gonna
do it to somebody else, man.
Like I heard from people that I haven't heard from in years during the Stanley Cup final.
Oh, I bet.
Like, hey man, you got any tickets? Like, who are you?
Oh. You remember me?
Sure. College football coming up this weekend, and we got to get used to it. It starts at 9:00 where we're going to be.
Even better.
Which is going to be awesome. Some top 25 matchups. We could try that. Tomorrow night, South Florida and North Texas. I did not realize that North Texas is 5-0.
Where's that game?
North Texas.
Oh,
Denton.
they're good. Is that? Yeah.
That's a good game.
South Florida's not bad though.
So that game will start at 4:30, where we are.
Okay. All right.
Ohio State, Illinois.
Ooh,
on Fox.
Is that tomorrow night?
No, this is Saturday.
Okay. All right. Ohio State rolls next.
These are all 11:00 games.
Okay.
Alabama, Missouri.
Watch out. Missouri's not bad.
Yep.
And Alabama's got Tennessee next week. They just played Vanderbilt, a tough game before. Watch out.
What do you think the line is?
Bama by 5.
3.5.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. Pitt at Florida State.
Ooh,
Florida State's got to win.
They're mad.
They got to win, and it's in Tallahassee. FSU is a 10.5-point favorite.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. 10. All right, good.
11:45 on the SEC network down at Oxford. Wazoo against Ole Miss.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Washington's traveling all the way.
Washington State.
Washington State. Oh, my
That's
bad, man. Oh, yeah, Ole Miss by like 50.
Yeah, they're 31.5.
Yep.
To be precise. 2:30 on CBS, Indiana and Oregon in a classic Big Ten matchup.
Whew, that's a tough one because Indiana's going all the way across the – Oregon's just really – Oregon wins. I think they're favored about 10.
7.5.
Okay.
And then on ABC at 2:30, the Red River rivalry between Oklahoma and Texas at the Cotton Bowl.
Is Mateer back?
I don't know.
If he's back, good. I would like to.
I think he might be because Oklahoma is a 1.5-point favorite.
Good. This is Arch Manning's last stand.
Yep. If they, but here's the deal: if they win this game, a lot gets forgiven.
Sure.
For this year, like he's good this year because you beat Oklahoma.
Okay, all right. But what if he's 8 for 25 and 2 interceptions?
Yeah. Still, you beat
All right.
Oklahoma.
I got to see him play well. I don't think he can.
I don't. I'm with you. 2:30 on the ACC network. Georgia Tech at 5-0 hosts Virginia Tech down at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
That would be 6-0 Georgia Tech.
Yes. 2:30 on Peacock. Notre Dame hosts NC State.
Yawn.
Yep. That's why it's on Peacock.
Yeah, right?
ESPN, Colorado hosts Iowa State at 2:30.
Ooh, Iowa State reeling after that loss last week.
Yep, that's an interesting one. 3:15 on the SEC network. The Tennessee Volunteers host the Razorbacks of Arkansas. Is this Petrino's debut, or did they play last week?
This is his debut.
Yeah. So
21?
What, the
spread?
11.5.
That's it?
Yep.
I think Tennessee.
The total, 68.5.
Okay.
I think a lot of
Tennessee
points
runs
will be
away. I think Vols want to get it all working before they head to Alabama next week. And what a better opportunity than an interim head coach rolling in there with a football team.
6 o'clock on ESPN. I don't know why, but I think this could be a sneaky good game. Florida and Texas A&M. It's at Kyle Field.
Yeah. I mean, Florida State's got a great defense.
Florida's
got a great defense.
Florida State does have a great defense.
Yeah, sure. But their offense is But,
right.
I mean, that's a hell of a schedule that both those teams got. But you win that game, Napier's good for another year because you've knocked off – who'd you knock off last week? Was it Texas? And
Yeah.
now you knock off A&M. Yeah.
A&M a 7.5-point favorite.
Okay.
6:30 on Fox. This one out of the Big 12, Kansas and Texas Tech. Texas Tech a 14.5-point favorite in Lubbock.
That's Dr. Crane's team. He knows about Texas Tech. Good for them.
Let those tortillas fly, baby.
What does that mean?
They flash the tortillas around in the fourth quarter, before the fourth quarter.
I'd rather than flash
And
something
kickoff.
else around.
Hey-yo.
Also, I just want to add this little stat in there. I heard it somewhere and I had to fact check it. It's not 4, but it's 3. The last 3 deaths of a Pope, Notre Dame has finished with 9 wins on the season. So this is a death year for the Pope because of the previous Pope that just passed away. So Pope Francis.
Interesting.
Pope Benedict in 22, John Paul II in 05, and then 1978, John Paul I.
And Notre Dame won 9 games in those seasons?
Hang on. When did Benedict die?
Benedict died in 22.
So wait, the Pope Francis was only Pope for like a year and a half?
No, I mean 2025, 2024. They just elected a new Pope previously. So like
Gotcha.
in the last 6 months. So like this is a death year, sort of.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I semi-understand that.
He passed away earlier this year, the previous Pope.
No, I know,
So, yeah.
I know that, but I'm saying
back up on this.
Hang on. All right, this is what I'm asking you. I thought Pope Francis was Pope for a while.
Yes, he was.
Okay, and who was before him?
Pope Benedict stepped down as the Pope.
That's what it was. All right.
But he did pass away in
Your
22.
Pope history with Dr. Crane brought to you by.
Okay, all right. So that makes so in 78, Pope 1 died. Pope John 1 died, right?
That's correct.
And they won 9 games that year?
That is correct.
Oh, this Joe Montana was there then. All right, what's the next year?
2005, John Paul II.
Okay, and they won 9 games that year.
Correct.
And they had a Smyrna quarterback, a quarterback from Smyrna on that team. And then what was the next year?
22. Pope Benedict was the next one.
Well, they're 3-2. I mean, look, it's interesting to me that they were 0-2 and still ranked. They're 3-2. They're 16th.
Well, look who they lost to.
Yeah, I know.
Miami and
NC
A&M.
State. NC State's a 4-2 has a 4-2 record, and they're a 22.5-point dog. Like, so what does that tell you?
Well, remember A&M beat them on Marcel Reed's last second pass, so they had that game won.
Right. All right, couple other games. I love that at 6:30. You're going to need 2 TVs if you want to watch 2 historic rivals. The oldest rivalry in the South, Auburn, Georgia on ABC, and on NBC, Michigan at USC.
Oh, I like that. Where's the Auburn, Georgia game?
Auburn.
Remember what Bill Muschamp said last week? We asked him
It's a
about the
tough place
loudest
to play.
place. He said Auburn is the loudest place he's ever heard.
All right, give me the line for both of these.
Georgia is favored by 4.
3.5, close.
All right. Michigan and USC is 1. USC's are giving up 1.
2.5.
Okay.
2.5 at the Coliseum.
Okay.
And then on the SEC Network, down in Baton Rouge, South Carolina, LSU.
Oh, man. LSU's probably favored by 10.
9.5.
9.5.
I think this is a must-win for either team.
Oh, yeah. Because if South Carolina loses, that gives them 3 losses.
That they're and he might be in trouble.
And they're done after all the hype at the beginning of the season. Yep. And then, see you, buddy. Have a good day, pal. Yeah, man. And then Kelly, yeah, you know what? I want South Carolina to win. So when LSU comes here next week, Vandy and Pavia can put Brian Kelly out of his misery.
Oh, can you imagine? That would be so awesome.
And that game next week here in town's 11:45, and is some Louisiana friends are like, man, I wonder if that game would be at night because they like to have a good time all day long.
Then real quick, BYU at Arizona, and then Arizona State, Utah.
What's Utah's record?
4-1.
4-1. Okay.
Arizona State's also 4-1.
Arizona State got handed to them, didn't they? But Mississippi State, right, Dr. Crane?
You got it.
They say go west, young man. I say don't go east, Arizona State. That makes no sense, right? Almost like your Pope death chart.
No.
Thanks. Better say Hail Mary.
Where'd you get that from? Johnny Hobbs give you that Pope death chart there, Nick Frazier?
No, I saw it on Fox Sport on their little Wake Up Barstool show. I had to make sure that was correct, and it was not correct. So it was only 3, not 4.
All right.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to talk to the head coaches at Lawson and Hillsboro. That is our Metro Schools Game of the Week, presented by Strike and Spare tonight, which you can hear on 94.9 The Fan with Jake Lyman and Coach Bubba Spears. We'll talk to those coaches coming up next. 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday. Coming up tonight, we got some Metro football as Lawson takes on Hillsboro. It's our Metro Schools Game of the Week, presented by Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers. And again, you can hear Jake Lyman and Coach Bubba Spears Call that game on 94.9 The Fan, coverage beginning at 6:30. We'll have the Preds here on 102.5 in our game of the week on 94.9 The Fan. And then tomorrow, Game Blitz, 8 to 11 on 102.5 The Game, taking you through the other scores and highlights around the Mid-State with Connor Newt and Brandon Bigsby this week. So looking forward to that.
My man, Brandon. I like Brandon. That's good, dude.
Yep.
Yeah,
he will be in this week.
Like that.
Let's say hello to the head coach at Hillsboro, Anthony Brown, who is on the line with us. Coach, how you doing?
Doing great. How you guys doing?
We're doing fantastic. Thanks so much for doing this. What's your assessment of your team as you're now more than past the halfway point and going into a big game tonight against Lawson?
I like where we're at right now. We've dropped a few games we probably should have taken, but that's the nature of the beast. We have a very. Yep.
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, we have a very good Lawson team coming in. It's a rivalry, and we're ready to get to work.
What are some things that you feel like have stood out to you that have improved from game one to now?
I think our camaraderie, just building together, getting through those tough times in a game together, just, staying par for the course, so to speak.
With the game being, I know Lawson, the old guys here know that's Hillwood down the road from you.
Mm-hmm.
These kids all grew up with each other. They all know each other. How important is that aspect, adding that to the game, Coach, to make this game even more important for you guys?
Great question. I think anytime that you play a MNPS game, these kids know each other, and they've been playing together since Little League and middle school. So it's always a little extra incentive going into those games.
Can I do a quick shout out? One of my dear friends is one of your coaches. I know he's in the hospital, Coach Abner. He means the world to me. I love his family. Just if you talk to him, tell him that Big Joe says hi and I'm thinking about him.
Oh, man, we definitely appreciate that. I've been knowing Coach Abner since I was 16 years old. He was my defensive coordinator in high school. So that guy means a lot to me, and we're praying for him.
Yeah, exactly. Because he loves you. He loves the kids. He loves coaching. When something like that happens, Coach, when a member of your staff goes through something like that, how do you adjust? How do you explain this to the kids? Because we all know this. You guys are second dads to all these kids. I mean, my coach at McGavick was my second dad. How do you explain to these kids a life lesson like this in an unfortunate way?
Well, you got to let them know that life isn't promised. Tomorrow isn't promised. So we got to live each day to the fullest. As far as for the staff, Coach Abner brings a wealth of experience. So we just had some coaches that, had to step some things up and take on some other roles.
We're talking to Coach Anthony Brown from Hillsboro. How much do you preach to your guys the importance? Every game's important. You obviously want to win every one, but the district games and what that can do for you, and especially your older guys, of keeping this season going. How much do you guys talk about that?
We talk about it often. I mean, it's the elephant in the room, right? So I always tell them that district games really count as two, not one. So you gotta get those district games and take them.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to it. Thanks so much for doing this, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys having me.
That is Anthony Brown. He's the head coach at Hillsboro. Let's bring in the Lawson head coach, Brian Lilly, who is on the line with us. Coach, how you doing?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Doing well. How about yourselves?
We're fantastic. So I'm going to start with the same question that I just asked Coach Brown. These district games and how important they are. How much are you guys talking about that, and especially with this one being a rivalry like it is?
Yes, sir. I mean, there's only 4 of those that are promised for us, and we know that each and every one, when we step out there, we're trying to go for a 1-0 mentality. We've dropped 2 of those so far, so we got 2 more promised. And so I think the biggest thing is for us to be able to execute, I think, and finish. We had finish on the back of our off-season shirts, and we talk about that practice execution becomes the game execution. So what you practice is how it's going to be in the game, and so I think that's a big deal for us, and especially going into an environment like this, a Hillsboro team that's very well coached by a man that I respect very much.
How do you feel like your team has grown from game one until this point?
I think we've grown a lot. I think our offense, we installed a new offense this year, so it's just kind of hitting on all cylinders as we continue to get better each and every week, kind of finding our identity. We've had some guys that have been in and out of the lineup, but I think that the coolest thing is to be able to have these guys that we've had for the last couple of years. When we started off with 30, it was like 30 something football players when we were over at Hillwood, and then next thing you know, we have over 100 in our program now. It's just continuing to. These guys are the founding fathers of our program, and so just seeing them be able to grow as football players, but really as men, that's the most proud that I am.
Oh, absolutely. Coach Lilly from Lawson's with us. Coach Big Joe here. Always appreciate your insights and everything with these kids. So the game is tonight, and I always think that you're not the NFL, you're not college. You have a limited number of times to practice with your guys. You lose a whole practice day because Thursdays your walkthrough. You make sure that the second team point after right guard gets out there, and you do everything. You make sure everything's going good. How much more pressure is put on you that you lose? I know Hillsborough does too, but you lose a day of preparation because you play on a Thursday.
Yeah, I think that obviously that's there, but at the same time, it's really how we kind of take the approach of it is treating Monday like a Tuesday, Tuesday like a Wednesday, Wednesday like a Thursday, with a little bit of that Wednesday aspect of it too. So we may have a little bit more strenuous practices, not be able to really go over as much stuff as we did the previous week, but really kind of moving on to that next opponent because you lose that one day. So it's something that's there, but luckily we played a couple Thursday games, not this year, but in the past. So we were able to kind of adapt to it and just kind of anticipate what's going to happen to the best of our ability.
How cool is it on a Thursday? It's supposed to be beautiful tonight, Coach, but do you ever take a moment just to stand there and think about just being a head coach and the impact you have on young men?
Oh, all the time. I remember the first game that we had at Lawson, and we won on a walk-off touchdown, and I just sat there and I kind of just self-reflected. And every day I'm so just grateful and blessed to be able to step into the seat as the head football coach at James Lawson, but really as a football coach in general. And like Coach Brown was talking about, Coach Abner was his defensive coordinator, and our prayers go with him during this time. But, kind of giving, like whenever you have a child and then you become much more appreciation for your parents. When you become a coach, you have so much more appreciation for your coaches and then all the stuff behind the scenes that they did for you. So I think that coach is one of the most important titles that you can ever earn, and it is earned. So it's definitely a blessing, and I think that it's something that you're called to do for sure.
Coach, best of luck tonight and the rest of the way. Thanks so much for doing this, and we're looking forward to broadcasting the game.
Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate your time. Thank you for supporting MNPS Athletics. Go Lightning.
Absolutely. Coach Lilly joining us from Lawson as, again, our game of the week tonight, presented by Strike and Spare, starting at 6:30, 94.9 The Fan, Hillsborough and Lawson.
Love it. I think what Greg Pogue had started with his Metro games of the week are great. We had a fun time last week out at Stratford and East Nashville. The crowd was great. It's just fun, man. And these kids need to be recognized. We love high school football, obviously, and these coaches do a great job. And sometimes these head coaches and these assistant coaches don't get the love and respect they deserve. And you got two good men right there who are leading Lawson and Hillsborough who deserve to be recognized, who deserve to be praised for the job they do with these young men.
Looks like Pete Weber is going to join us at 2:30. I have not a question, maybe a question for you, but I have something that I think we should discuss that I've noticed, and I kind of want to get people's opinion on it.
I'm good with this when you say something we need to discuss, because you being a manager right now, if our general manager showed up right now, I'd just walk out. I'm like, all right, this is an HR meeting. I'm gone. So I'm okay.
I thought you were more scared of me than him.
But with two managers coming together.
Two, yeah, both.
Yeah, right? That's more than a meeting. It's a talking to.
Yeah,
I'm like,
all
right,
can we talk to you for a second?
Right, I'm gone.
Yes. All right, we'll hit on that coming up next. Chasing Big Joe, we're live with the Omni, 102.5 The Game.
Oh, yeah, everybody now. Go
Sing
Chase.
it to me, Hank. Why do you drink? Chasing Big Joe.
Why you roll smoke
To get stoned.
oh,
I love the
yes.
So it's like, why do you drink? To get drunk. Why do you smoke? To get stoned. Why do you live out the songs that you wrote? To get paid. I think there's some other things that people yell out. But Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday. We're at Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel. So here's the thing I want to ask. With how you doing out there? With what we talk about the Titans and the Predators, and yes, the Titans aren't very good right now. The Predators are coming off a really bad season. So it's easy to just constantly be negative, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. It is.
My question or my point, my thought / question is there is a reset button that should have pushed for the Predators, and tonight starts a new season. And yes, not a ton changed from the roster standpoint, but I see so many negative comments from fans of like, well, they're going to, or, well, nothing changed. They're going to lose. This team sucks. Da-da-da. Trotz doesn't know what he's doing. And, like, you're welcome to feel that way. And the same with the Titans. But, like, I even feel like when we went into this Titan season, there was a lot of uncertainty, but we were like, hey, they got a rookie quarterback. So that's something. Do you think that today people should have a hey, you know what? Let's just go into this. It's a completely different view. Last year is last year. And then if, bad things happen, then you talk about it. Good things happen, you talk about it.
So what's the question? I think that's a statement.
Well, it's more of a statement.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah. Fans are fans. Look, you're passionate or not, I don't mind. As long as you support the team, you can bitch all day long about the team. I don't care. If you support them in the good times and you complain about the bad, you're still a fan. Because when you stop talking about them, then you're done. Then you are done, and that's when the problem begins. But if you're mad because they were bad last year, 100%. I'm all for that.
Sure.
If you're mad,
and I'm not saying you're not allowed to be, but
that's fine.
I see the same people that never want to say anything positive about anything that they do.
They should be shadow banned if they do.
Right. And well, it's more than that. But it's just like, I mean, can they start the season first? If they go 0-5, then yeah, they didn't do enough and they should be held accountable. But if they go 5-0 or 4-1 or 3-2 to start the season, like can you not acknowledge that too? Well, and I doubt some of these people won't.
You know the saying, our good buddy Greg Poe came up with it. 3% of the world is against oxygen.
That's true.
So they're always going to complain no matter what. As long as you spend money and support that team in the good times, it's all good. If you're loving that much, you can complain the bad. That means you care. I'm all for it. But last year's last year. This year's now this year. But yeah, I'd be mad what happened last year. I am, and I'm a fan.
Sure,
right?
Sure.
I'm a fan, and I'm upset last year because they had all the talent and it didn't come together, and they let a lot of people down. And I think this year is a redemption. Like, all right, we got that. That was a bad taste. We're going to get rid of that taste, and we're going to figure out what we can do this year and get it done. So be happy. Now everybody's 0-0. They have a chance to start out 2-0. Just win tonight. Treat tonight like it's Game 7.
I couldn't say it any better myself. Ryan wants to weigh in on the Predators and on Andrew Brunette in particular. Ryan, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Not much.
If the Bruno head coaching thing doesn't work out, why don't they just put Barry Trotz back behind the bench and let him be GM and the head coach at the same time?
Look, I was waiting for that. Thanks for the call, Ryan. I don't know if he could do both. I mean, I do. Look, if it doesn't work with Brunette, who's the best person to coach this team? It is Barry Trotz. He built it. And I think he could coach these players. He's obviously a Stanley Cup winning coach. I don't know if that's the route he would want to go, especially when you have like Pete DeBoer sitting out there. Peter Laviolette is sitting out there. I mean, there are, some options, but, they just hired Luke Richardson as an assistant coach who was the head coach of the Chicago Blackhawks. So he's an internal option. But look, I'm looking at it as Andrew Brunette has listened to the players. He's listened to Trotz and advice that he's gotten. He's adapted, and that he's going to be the one to turn this thing around. But he needs to do it. But he's got to do. They have to have a fast start, because if they have a fast start, that's going to take a lot of pressure off of him.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think the last thing Barry Trotz wants to do is be behind the bench.
Correct.
I think he loved our interview 3 weeks ago? He loved talking about the prospects and the journey and seeing these guys come to life. I mean, he spoke like a true GM because he's not doing the X's and O's of a coach. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot on the line for Barry Trotz as well. I mean, you got that Saros contract that's got to be proven that was the right deal, and hope it is, and a lot of things that go forward. But just win tonight. Packed house, off to a good start, then go out and do it again on Saturday. But I am just worried about tonight. That should be your only focus. Everybody shows up, beat Columbus, and go in that locker room about 9:30 tonight feeling like you're on top of the world.
615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by Wilson County Hyundai.com. 9774 says, I think the Predators are going to sneak into the playoffs this year.
Good. I don't care if it's 8th or 1st. Those who say, oh, they don't get in, they're going to be in the first round, that is the most idiotic, insane sports talk hot take I've ever heard. You don't win anything by not being in the playoffs. Get in the 2017 team. If you do the rankings, the Predators were 16th, and they took on the number 1 team and beat them.
What I'm about to say
it
is something like, it may sound crazy, but if you really think about it, it's true. At the end of the day, the people that are putting the team together, Trotz, Andrew Brunette, Sean Henry, they know more about that team than you do.
I hope.
They know more about that team than I do.
Right?
Believe it or not, this will be argued. Brian Callahan knows more than we do.
Yeah.
That whether it's good or not, fans are fans, but they know things we don't know. And you have to respect that to an extent.
I counter that because I know what a catch is.
Well, again, I said this was going to be argued.
Right? We know what a catch is. It's that simple. But no, you are right. I mean, we were laughing earlier about every time we get an email from the Titans, they've added more and more players. They know. I mean, that's what I want them to do. Keep adding players so they find the right. If they didn't make a single transaction into week 6, then you're thinking, what are they doing over there? They're making transactions all the time because Borgonzi is trying to build this team. Predators call guys up and down from Milwaukee all the time because they're trying to better the team. I get no problem with that. We all want winners. That's the bottom line. We would love to sit here and cover a hockey team
I want winners
and a pro football team that's winning. We're having a blast covering Vanderbilt, who's winning.
The soccer team.
I want MTSU to win. I mean, winning is the best.
We probably need to talk about
the absolute best. And so I want for all these teams to do this. But yeah, keep working, and that's what Borgonzi said to my question of training camp. We got a lot of work to do on this roster, and we'll keep doing that. Fine. Keep doing it until you find the right guys, man. You think Indiana Jones quit after the first time in the Raiders lost Ark?
Yeah. No.
He didn't quit.
No.
He kept going.
And look, now he's got the Colts at 4-1.
4-1. Should be 5-0 if bonehead receiver doesn't drop the football going in the end zone.
I know. Thomas in Nashville. I wish the Preds would bring Phil Housley from Laviolette's staff back here on this staff. He was a hell of a coach. I don't think that will. He was on Trotz's staff too, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that'll happen. I like Howie though. 9306. Let me ask this: if the Predators do well this year and other teams scheduled for national games later in the season are not so good, do we at least get a couple more national games? We lost several late in the season last year, so some sort of flexing exists. Yeah, I mean they would flex. But look, let's focus on Columbus and Utah. How about that?
I'm flexing right now. I want you.
Yes, you are.
I want you to look somebody up during the break. I want you to look up the name Tom Platz, Platz. He was the best flexer of all time.
Is this
No.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the best bodybuilders of all time. All he did was flex. Everywhere he went, he flexed.
It's a lot of muscle.
Is he still alive?
I don't know. I closed it out.
Thanks.
Sorry.
That's how you want to flex, man.
He's 70.
You want to flex like Tom Platz. All
He's-
the bodybuilders know who that is.
He's 70.
Pete
So he
Weber.
is.
Pete
There
Weber.
is
The
Pete
great
Weber.
Pete Weber.
Hi, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
Chasing Big Joe live from the Omni, 102.5 The Game. Hour number 3, Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Thursday, opening night at Bridgestone Arena. The Predators and the Blue Jackets coming up, pregame with Max Hers at 6, and then just after 7 o'clock, Jay Moore will be joined by the voice of the Predators since day one, Pete Weber, who has been nice enough to come to the Omni and hang out with us. Newest member of the Golden Hall, alongside Terry Crisp.
We've got to wait a while.
Well, November 1st.
November 1.
Yeah, November 1st. But how you doing, Pete?
I'm doing outstanding. Hey, it's opening night.
I know.
This is always so special. And what a beautiful day it has turned out
to be.
It's
perfect.
I almost wish we were playing outdoors tonight.
Well, we've done. Call Nissan, see if they can get a rink set up real quick. We could certainly do that. But you talk about the fun feelings of opening night. I mean, are there some that stand out more than others? Obviously, the first one probably being one of those.
That night, when hockey, yes, had been a minor league entity here in town, but when the very first game began against the Florida Panthers, everybody rose up as one for a standing ovation for the opening faceoff. I could never, ever forget that.
How familiar were you with Nashville?
I was lucky because I had traveled here for baseball for many years. My first trip into Nashville was for the 1983 baseball winter meetings. And the airport bears no resemblance from that time to what it is right now.
It's a little different. That is for sure.
When I got off the plane, who was in front of me walking down the baggage claim but Lindsey Nelson.
Oh, wow.
At that point, voice of the Mets.
That's really cool.
Did you get a picture with him? I know there were no phones back then. People don't realize
there really
phones.
Weren't. No,
there was nothing there back then.
I did not have a Polaroid with me either, Joe.
Well, but you know what? Lindsey Nelson might have told his friends. You know who was behind me? Pete Weber. That's who was here today. But it's fun. But we talk about opening night. You've been around the league for many years. Preds do it right, don't they? Opening night.
Yes, they do. And I thought we did it right in Los Angeles too, at the old Forum, because right down in front of me was Meathead from All in the Family. And some of the other, Monty Hall, who had been the New York Rangers broadcaster in the 50s.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. He made $10 a game. That's how the Rangers threw money around back in those days.
So you did Kings games and Lakers?
Kings and Lakers, because this guy named Pat Riley had to become the Lakers coach, had to leave Chick Hearn's side being his color commentator.
Oh.
And after Jack McKinney, who was the Lakers head coach, had a bicycle accident, suffered a severe concussion, and was replaced. So he needed another Lakers bench. And Pat Riley was the guy who was picked because Jerry West did not want to go back there again.
So hold on. What's the guy, McKinney?
Jack McKinney.
If Jack McKinney doesn't get in a bicycle accident, does Pat Riley ever get? He probably does one day, but
ultimately. But the way he prepared for every game, he prepared as if he were a coach.
Wow.
That's so. What was it like working with Chick Hearn?
This is the guy who hired me to come out from Buffalo to Los Angeles. And he knew that the joke always was, when we had those Southern California sports broadcasters luncheons, they would say, that Pete Weber's father used to wake him up at night so he could listen to Chick do the Bradley University basketball games.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, Pete, how I know who Chick Hearn was? Because of one movie.
The Fish that Ate Pittsburgh?
Fletch.
Fletch, okay.
Fletch, yeah.
Okay.
Nobody, I was like, who was this guy? And we all found out who Chick Hearn was when he's like, here's Fletch, 6'5", 6'9" with the afro. One of the greatest movie lines of all time.
Yes. Chick was very special to work with. And the things that would go on in our press lounge after games. So Lakers games drew all the stars. So after a game, one night there's Tom Hayden and his wife, who was named Jane Fonda, in there. And on a dare from Chick, I went over and go, Jane, boy, did I love you and Barbarella.
What did she say?
She, it was a spit take. It was coffee all over the
Oh, my gosh. Who was in those games back? I mean, all the celebrities and Showtime and all that. Who's one celebrity that you saw in there? You were like, I don't belong in here.
Probably it would have to be my homie from the near Peoria area, a guy who I think you know better as the comic counterpart to Gene Wilder in several movies.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Who suffered 28 years with MS.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know how he did that. But
wow.
How was he in private? I'm sure he was great in private.
Number one, we'd had these lineup of photos on the Forum Press Lounge. And this is just after he had his sort
Incident.
of mess up. Yep.
Yeah.
So I put a sterno underneath his picture, and he fell off his chair laughing.
Oh, that's great.
Pete Weber is here with us telling some stories with Predators opening night. Talking about them for a second.
Yeah.
I talked to Roman Yossi yesterday
Yes.
on the show, and I said to him, I said, Roman, watching you in the preseason games and practices, you look relaxed. You look like the guy that I've watched for the last 10 years doing his thing. And he kind of paused a second and goes, yeah, no, I am. Like, I think there's a chip on his shoulder because I think there's a chip on everybody's shoulder on that team right now. But Roman looks like the Norris Trophy winning Roman Yossi.
Yeah.
It's just putting it all together in 82 games.
And Andrew Burnett said as much this morning. He seems so much more at ease than he has been in quite some time.
Which is, I mean, I think we know he's the straw that stirs the drink. If he has a good year, then you're welcome. If he has a good year, Saros is solid in net, then who knows what we're talking about with this team.
That's right, because we saw what happened year before last.
Correct.
Try to take White out or anything like that and wipe out last season. And I'm more than willing to do that.
You have seen many, many players for this team make their debut. You're going to see another one tonight in Brady Martin, an 18-year-old that I don't think he's 18. He doesn't act 18. And the few times I've talked to him, I mean, he's very mature for his age.
He only has 35 friends and family coming down from Elmira, Ontario.
And he's got, he's a hard worker. I mean, and they're putting him in a position to succeed. He asked you, well, what do you think the odds are of him scoring tonight? I'm like, well, I think Forsberg and O'Reilly are going to feed him the puck all they can.
Yes, I do. I agree. But one thing, he is perfectly capable of going and getting it himself.
Yeah. Yeah. And I, it's funny too. I think there's hype, but maybe not the hype that there was for, a Scotty Hartnell or a Seth Jones or or some of those guys.
Yeah.
It feels like it's under the radar a little bit.
But if he can do anything near what Scott Hartnell did,
yeah, maybe minus the interview.
But that was a special interview, one I don't want to forget.
Yeah, well,
I'll never forget the look on Crispy's face because we were both on camera at the time, upstairs and downstairs. And Crispy looked at me like, oh, can I get out of here?
Hey, I love that you had the story one time. What's the small press box? Was that Detroit's old arena?
Oh, yeah.
But you say small. I mean, it was like small, right?
Cramped, I think, is the best word to describe that. And we had, so in the playoffs one year, we had 4 different telecasts going out. We were all scrunched together. And there's a picture that someday I'll find it and send it to you, Joe, of Chris Chelios, who was in the press box, and he photobombed us as he walked in front of our
I think I've seen it. That's how I remember this.
Okay.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys look like you're on a Southwest flight. You're all just jammed in there together.
It was kind of like Woody Allen. What movie was that where there was chickens on the plane and so on?
What movie
I know what you're
was
talking
that?
about.
Yes. Yeah. So I asked because, at Bridgestone, it's fantastic. You got a great environment up there around the league in these old hockey rinks. It's got to be, and some of them are gone now, like the old Nassau Coliseum. They're all just beautiful, ugly, beautiful in their own way.
Nassau Coliseum was beautiful to me because before they built the upstairs press box, we were just at the top of the bowl. And there was a guy that would carry like multiple radios with him, and he took it upon himself to let all the visiting broadcasters know what the other scores were around the National Hockey League. And all of a sudden, I just hear in my earpiece, after 2 in Boston, it's the Bruins 2, the Nordiques 1. And then from Pittsburgh, Penguins are up right now on the Seals.
Did you have this at Nassau Coliseum?
That was every time Denny Potvin scored a goal. Yeah, it was kind of like that.
Pete Weber is here with us. We'll have more with him coming up next. Tell some stories, talk some Preds here on Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.
Face off one. Kimmel has the puck out by the blue line. Now passes to his right. Under 20 seconds remaining now. Shea for Kimmel. He scores! Joakim Kimmel wins it in overtime. The Predators take a 3-2 win here over the Carolina Hurricanes.
That's Pete Weber. That was the last preseason game, and Joakim Kimmel had just laid one of the best hits I have ever seen.
I asked Coach Burnett about that this morning. He said, not that he watches every, because he can't in overtime, but from that one, that's the most memorable he can remember.
Oh yeah, so Brady Martin came up to Barrel House afterwards, and Max looked at him and said, "What'd you think of that?" And he said they were all just like kind of didn't know what to say because they didn't. That was like the cleanest, nothing dirty about it.
Cleanest
just a good
hit.
Yes, just a good open ice hit.
I don't know what Crispy did. The sirens are out right now.
Who knows? Pete Weber is with us.
But I talked to Joakim about that the other day, and all they could do was grin ear to ear.
I'm glad to see him make the opening 9 roster because he's been one of those guys. I feel like him and Reed Schaefer we have heard about for years, but it's like, okay. And Joakim, had a cup of coffee last year. I think he played a couple of games. We saw him in Chicago. But to see him make the opening night roster, looks like he'll be in. Evangelista's still working on some visa stuff after signing the contract.
And we're not talking about credit cards.
No, the work visa.
Yeah.
So I think there's confusion there. People that are like, why are they holding him out? There's all this paperwork.
We have a government shutdown,
right?
Which might, Lord knows, have some effect on this.
Right. So he's here, but he can't technically work, I guess, is how it is right now. So that's why he's not.
So he had an easy morning skate today.
Yes. Now I did see Max put out there that it was an optional skate and everybody was out there.
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, ooh, I like that. I like seeing that.
These guys really seem to all like each other and they enjoy working together. That's what I like most about this bunch.
Let me ask you this. I know on paper you don't win a single game, but I told Chasey yesterday, on paper, I mean, that's a top 8 team in the league, right? On paper. Now, they got to put it on the ice, but all the players, all the stars, all the trophies, all the accolades, that's a top 8 team. Am I wrong on this?
I don't think you are. No, I don't think you are at all. I think you're correct.
Because you got talent.
Yes.
Stamkos, Shea, all of them. I mean, they've all won at a level that
By the way,
amazing.
I spoke with Brady Shea, a noted high school football player, yesterday.
Yeah.
Because he played for his father in high school football. And he said that if he had pulled that play by dropping the ball just in front of the goal line, he never would have been allowed to come back into the house.
Right.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. I mean, somebody told me, goes, in hockey terms, that's the dropping the ball on the goal line is equivalent for missing an open net shot when you're in front of the net.
That's right.
An empty net, or when you're right in front of the net. Same thing.
Yep.
It's a given. I mean, it's asinine that we have to sit there and talk about that.
Well, I was doing the game when Leon Lett got tracked down by Don Beebe in the Super Bowl in Pasadena. And I thought, well, that'll never happen again with him. Lo and behold, the next season it did. He had a game in Dallas.
That's right. He did. I heard something. You know more about this. Ralph Wilson went into the locker room after the Super Bowl loss. First person he went to was Don Beebe.
Yes, it was. That's the truth.
And said a bunch of great things to him. 2
Super Bowls prior to that, the first person he went to was Scott Norwood.
Oh,
wow. So you did all 4?
Yeah.
Because have you seen the Cowboys documentary that just came out on Netflix?
I've seen a part of it. I've not seen the whole thing yet.
So there's a lot with the Bills and Jim Kelly's in it. And, they're it's like you can almost still read the shock that they lost 4 in a row.
Yep.
Because by the time Dallas played them the first time, they had already been to 2, and they're like, "There's no way we're losing 3."
Right. I mean, Thurman Thomas did lose his helmet in the second one.
Yeah.
And we had difficulty tracking it down. But and something you had said, Joe, while I was driving down with Claudia here, struck me right away about people saying the negative approach to things.
Yeah.
I'll never forget some callers to my show in Buffalo not wanting to go to another Super Bowl because they didn't want to live through what they had just lived through. You don't have a chance unless you get there.
That's right.
Right.
Well, let me ask you this. If the Bills do win a Super Bowl, say this year, what would that mean to that city? I know Cleveland's never been. I know Detroit wants one, but Buffalo is different, Pete. You know this.
I do know it. I know it very well. I don't know if the town would survive the party. Let me tell you that much. You've seen the Bills.
Be a lot of
Mafia.
tables
Yeah,
broken.
a lot of broken tables.
Right.
And who knows all the hot tubs they used to put around the stadium, which was especially effective, I thought, in December and January.
Oh, yeah. How many Canadian fans come down and root for the Bills? Because you're right on the border.
Roughly 20% of the total fandom.
Wow.
And included among them is a guy named Stamkos who drives down from Toronto.
Really?
I was talking with Steven's father a few months ago, and he was telling me how often he's made that trip for Bills games. But I could also confirm he was not there for last Sunday night's game.
Are you excited to see that new stadium when it's complete?
I've seen it in progress.
Yeah.
And because the current stadium, the current Highmark Stadium, is pretty much built 30 feet below grade, this one is all above. So that really looks a great disparity in the size of the two structures.
I'm glad they just kept it open air.
Yes. I'm also glad, and I think players would be too, they're putting in natural turf.
They are.
Oh.
And I was actually just reading about this, that it's going to have heaters under it.
Yes.
To keep the grass warm in the winter.
So did Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
Vince Lombardi's time. And those heating coils did not work on the Ice Bowl in 1967.
Nope.
The turf was still absolutely frozen solid.
Oh, we had Mike Greenberg on last week. He wrote a book about numbers and sports and everything. And we were talking about Packers games, Cowboy, most impactful games of all time. And he brought up the 58 game Colts and Giants, the overtime game, how it put football on the map. And the more I went that night, I looked up some information about that because I didn't know that at that point it was baseball and boxing.
Yes.
And football said, excuse me.
Well, college football in front of pro football.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And did you see when ESPN did the special on that game where they colorized the video? They colorized.
The Giants Colts. Yes. Yep.
I think I have seen that actually. Because I think, didn't they show it during COVID?
Probably. Yeah.
See, that was cool for me because there were so many, like, you know, when it kind of realized we were going to be doing this for a while, and CBS showed like the old tournament games with, you know, Magic and Bird and Jordan and like that was before my time. So
that 58 game was special to me and special to people around here because Raymond Berry, was the receiver for Johnny
Still lives
Unitas.
down in Murfreesboro, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Greenberg talked about the four numbers for the Predators.
It's the Mount Rushmore.
The Mount Rushmore, but number wise. And he had Shea Weber, Pekka. Who was the other one? Yossi. And one more. I feel like he just threw this one in there. It was David Legwan.
He must have just thrown it in there.
Yeah.
I would put in, actually, because he made a big difference in the advancement of this franchise. Number 9 for Paul Correa.
Yep. That's
what I said.
I said
Thank you.
He was only here 2 years.
But not his fault.
Right. But if the lockout and all that doesn't happen, he probably resigns.
And the sale of the franchise.
That's right. That was after the lockout.
I remember talking to you at that time because you had said, I was like, Paul Correa, because I didn't know much about that. And you're like, this shows to everybody else that Nashville's on the map. It's a destination. I was like, wow, and you're right.
I mean, his agent, Don Baisley, the late Don Baisley, called David Poyle wanting to be heard out to sign here.
That's all. Do you remember where you were when you got word that Peter Forsberg was coming to Nashville?
I was at a restaurant in St. Louis, Mike Shannon's, and I got a call from ex-Nashville sportscaster John Borick, then working in Philadelphia. He goes, I just picked up the phone. He goes, well, you got him. I go, got whom? He goes, you got Peter Forsberg. He just agreed to the deal.
Yep. And did you kind of think this could be the game changer that they need?
Absolutely. And Peter Forsberg, aside from, did you happen to catch the Today Show yesterday morning?
Did not.
You know who one of the guests was? He just wrote a book, Allen Iverson.
Oh, cool. Oh. Yeah. I heard about some of this.
So Iverson was a Sixer while Peter Forsberg was a Flyer. And Peter Forsberg, without a trace of Swedish accent, does a spot-on impression of him with his practice.
Nice.
Well, and as soon as Peter Forsberg got to town, Darcy Hordichuk gave him some Crocs. So
I think,
or was it the other way around? Yeah, the other way. That's what it was.
Because Peter brought boxes of Crocs for players and their families.
I knew there was some connection with it or somehow.
Because Peter and his father, Kent, were really the founding people of Crocs.
Yeah. When you look at that team, which was what, 06, 07?
Yep.
Yeah. And then the President's Trophy winning team.
Yeah.
Maybe different eras, but are those two the best teams that
I'd
you've
say
seen
so.
with this franchise?
I'd say so. And I just so sorry the 07 team, because of the finances involved and the transfer of ownership, didn't get a chance to go forward.
Yeah.
Because they were really, and I don't mean this in conjunction with where we're sitting here right now, but they were loaded.
Oh, yeah.
And that would have been fun to watch play out.
Well, and it would just, they got hurt. I mean, they were beat up. Forsberg had the foot thing, and Sullivan's out.
I wish I could find out how many different pairs of skates Peter Forsberg tried just to see if he could be able to go again.
One of my favorite stories, J-Bones, Jeremy Benefield, told a story of being in Arizona in the lobby of the hotel, and they had flown in a couple, like Ramsey Abid and a couple of guys, and Barry Trotz walks up to Jeremy and goes, well, can you skate? And he goes, not very well. And he goes, all right, you'll be in goal. That's kind of where they were.
Well, Trotzy, during the lockout where we missed the 04-05 season, he coached Franklin Road Academy.
I was there at the time.
Yeah. He had, two defensemen who had never skated before?
Yeah.
So he's got to teach them that.
Yep.
That basic skill.
One of my best friends was on that team and was by far the best player on the team and had played his whole life. And but I remember one day kind of walking through the commons area, and there's Trotzy, and I'm like, what's he doing here? And I knew his daughter went there, but
right.
But yeah, and so my friend Nick was like, yeah, Barry Trotz is helping us out, coaching. I was like, cool.
He was doing that there at Middle Tennessee State, helping to coach the hockey team, was a guy named Brent Peterson.
Yep.
His son Brad was playing on that.
That's right. I do remember that. We're gonna have more with Pete Weber coming up here next. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Friday, October 17th through Sunday, October 19th, you're going to want to be at the Yellowwood 500 weekend at the Talladega Super Speedway. All three national series in NASCAR are going to be there. The Craftsman Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, and, of course, the Cup Series on Sunday. TalladagaSuperspeedway.com or call 1-877-GO-TO-DEGA, and you can get your tickets. You can also add the Talladega Garage Experience presented by Cool Ray. It is a great add-on. They have garage bay viewing areas for the Cup Series, also pre-race ceremonies, driver and crew chief Q&A sessions, Mobile One Victory Lane trophy photos, and so much more. TalladagaSuperspeedway.com or 877-GO-TO-DEGA. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday, hanging out with Pete Weber. Predators will open their season tonight against the Columbus Blue Jackets at Bridgestone Arena. That's fantastic. As Pete shows us a Blue Jay with a Yankees cap.
Yeah.
Don't let Sean Henry see that.
No.
No, show it to Sean Henry. No, we're all so scared of him. Show him all that. Show him anything that's bad about the Giants, the Yankees. Let's show it, man.
I think he has become less enamored of the Giants than anything.
I don't blame him.
They got 2 Super Bowls. They got 4 Super Bowls.
Right.
4 more than the Titans franchise.
Yep, that is.
Hey, we spoke earlier, and I love you to death, and the history that you have and the people you've dealt with. We spoke about earlier about Ralph Wilson.
Yeah.
Him and Bud Adams were very tight. Tell us about Ralph Wilson real quick. What made him different? Because everything I've read about him, great man.
Everybody, for many years in Buffalo, the story was he was so darn cheap. Well, who kept the AFL alive by loaning several hundreds thousands of dollars to the Raiders ownership group to keep them afloat? Because with an 8-team league, if you lose one team, you're in bad shape.
Yeah.
And so he did that. And I don't know that he paid for Bud Adams' wife's car that was given to Billy Cannon
That's right.
as a bonus.
That's right.
He might have.
That and 50 head of cattle. Can I ask you this also?
There were 3 cars bought, by the way.
3.
Because John McClane tells a story of the best. So he bought her a new Cadillac.
Yes.
He gave it to Billy Cannon.
Yes.
And then bought another one, and there was some defect that it caught fire or something like that. And so he had to buy a third one. He ended up having to buy 3 out of the whole deal.
So he should have just opened up a dealership.
Yeah, right.
Basically.
To do that. Let me ask you this. Robert Redford just passed away.
Yeah.
The Natural is one of the greatest movies of all time. Were you in Buffalo at this time? You got a story? Okay.
That was my first year doing the Bison baseball games that summer of 1983. And so it was great hanging around the ballpark watching all of this. But because this was a movie set in the late 30s, we had to play late night games to allow for them to shoot during the day at the stadium. So I had 3 consecutive twilight doubleheaders that started at 9 p.m.
Oh, that's fun, though.
Yes, it was. But in that ballpark, which was very much offensively put together for you, those were some long games. And I've got a story for you, too. Another guy that you guys know from here, Steve Carroll, voice of the Anaheim Ducks. He's just been told he's being inducted in the Southern California Sportscasters Hall of Fame. That'll be coming up in January. But he was so scared this one night coming in for an Iowa Cubs Buffalo Bisons game. He wanted to go see Niagara Falls. Steve Carroll, tight as you can imagine, rented a car so he could leave War Memorial Stadium and get up to Niagara Falls and see that. But he was hurriedly packing his stuff away because one of the Iowa Cubs players had sold him on the idea that they turned the falls off on Saturday night. So I see him throwing his stuff away, and he is just in a tizzy. And so that was what happened.
That's good. Did you meet? I mean, did you see Redford and all that taping and all that stuff? That'd be fascinating, right?
It was. And the clubhouse they built was in an armory across the street from the ballpark. And that was Peter Poth, a judge, was the guy who was the psychologist meeting with the team.
Yeah.
Losing is a disease, much like syphilis, if you recall that.
That's right. Yes. When you saw the movie, did it make? I know it's beautiful, but you're like, oh, I like that scene. I know that scene. I know that place.
Yes, absolutely. And then the final scene. And one of my friends was the guy who gave up the home run to Robert Redford. And when that one hit the lights, when we were filming that scene, it's 3:30 on an October Saturday morning. And that ballpark was located in a neighborhood. It got a little loud. I don't think anybody really got their sleep in that particular night.
Oh, that's a great I had no idea. If nobody's ever seen The Natural,
it's a great
I implore you to go watch it because it is a beautiful sports movie.
And my buddy, who was the man who handed the note to Roy Hobbs at the dugout,
that
was his son who was sitting there. Well, He is the athletic director at Williamsville South High School.
Oh,
He
nice.
had the lathe that produced the Wonder Boy bats.
Oh, wow.
So he did like a dozen of them at one time and brought them all down.
Oh, that's awesome, Pete.
Yep.
Another great baseball movie, of course, Major League. Did you have any connections with Bob Uecker or any dealings with him over the years?
I met him more than a few times, and I had fun with him in spring training when the Predators were out along the Brewers camp in Maryville, and not Maryville like here in Tennessee, but Maryville. And he was extremely funny, man. But I've got audio of him in the Cardinals clubhouse after the Cardinals came from behind and won the pennant in 1964. And here he is being interviewed by Harry Carey, and he already sounded like a major league broadcaster. Here we are in the Cardinal clubhouse, along with Jack Buck. Yeah.
I remember going to when the Predators were playing the Stars in the playoffs.
Uh-huh.
We went to a Rangers game. I think it was the Rangers and the Angels.
Yep.
And I want to say who was pitching that went to Vanderbilt. There was somebody Minor. It was Mike Minor.
Okay.
That's who it was. And you brought your recorder and were calling the game as Harry Carey, which was hilarious.
I have done that. I did a thing on Sirius XM, remembering Harry Carey last month.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Very nice. When I went to Chicago earlier this year, our buddy Ryan Porth, who is now with The Score, took me up to the booth. And I said, so was this the booth that Harry Carey did games in? And they're like, well, it's this one right next door.
Across the street, yeah.
And then one of the analysts goes, but it was right there that he would go take his nap to when he was too hungover before games. And there was like a spot.
What a character. There was, in my mind, I mean, Yankees fans talk about Phil Rizzuto all the time.
Sure.
Now, the Scooter was known for not wanting to stay around for the conclusion of the game because he wanted to beat the traffic back across the bridge to his home in New Jersey. So one night he leaves and says, I think I'm going to go get a coffee. Hey, White, to Bill White, his partner. You want a coffee? Sure, Scooter. What do you want in it? Cream and sugar. Okay. He didn't come back that night. He came back the next day during batting practice and handed Bill White a coffee with a cream and sugar. And then there was the night that they went into extra innings at Tiger Stadium in Detroit. And he decided to get the early flight back to New York. So he left, didn't tell anybody he was leaving. And when he got off the plane at LaGuardia, he turns on his car radio and hears him, well, we go to the 17th inning now.
Oh, God. What's the longest baseball game you've ever done?
20.
Oof. Was the triple overtime the longest hockey game you've done?
Yes, but I'd have to check to see if it really was in terms of time, because we started that game at 8:45 because of television, the time zones, etc. And the winning goal went in about 1:05 in the morning.
Yep.
So it wasn't that bad. But I still remember Terry Crisp jumping up and down and squeezing Brent Peterson so hard you could hear the air leave Brent's body.
Oh,
well, that's yes. That's what makes the call.
I've told Jeff him this. I listened to one. He called a Sounds game that went 20 innings.
Yes.
And he's by himself.
Yep.
Jeff does the Nashville Sounds games. And I said, after the 13th inning, I couldn't stop listening because I'm like, how are you doing this? Because now you've reached territory where you're not really prepared for, right? I mean, you're not expecting to call that.
Well, my
and Jeff was great.
Inning, yeah.
So I mean, you got to keep me interested.
Correct.
And that's not easy.
I had a 20-inning game solo, essentially,
in
Indianapolis at the old ballpark there on West 16th Street. And that was truly an adventure. You don't anticipate it, obviously, but that was getaway night.
Oh.
We didn't get away.
I would say so. Pete Weber is here with us. He'll be on the call tonight alongside Jay Moore as the Predators take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. I know you got to get ready for Golden Hall.
Jay Moore was in that first lineup.
He was.
On October the 10th, 1998. And he was paired with a guy who now is the coach, general manager of the Syracuse Crunch of the American Hockey League.
I don't know.
French-Canadian defenseman. Joel Bouchard.
Joel Bouchard.
Oh,
okay.
I haven't thought about that name in forever.
All right.
Bill Cody is the one who used to have to think about it because he was doing the PA.
That's right.
That's right.
In those days.
So that means, do you want to stick around for celebrity birthdays?
Sure.
We'll
I listen to that feature frequently.
We will have Pete
you
Weber.
will be only the second person we've ever had sit in for celebrity birthdays.
Okay.
It's that esteemed and that honorable. That's how much we love you.
Wow. This is almost as good as the Golden Hall.
Did you ever do anything with NASCAR? Have you ever done any?
Other than go to like 4 retirement parties for Rudy Kalis, which were all held in NASCAR.
And you know Eli.
Yes,
You know
and I know
Eli.
Eli. Yeah. But no, I have not.
Okay, well, we're going to give away a 4-pack of tickets to the Yellowwood 500 NASCAR Cup Series race at the Talladega Superspeedway on Sunday, October 19th. It's a very simple trivia question. Who is the defending winner of this race? Who won this race last year? Call Dr. Crane now, 615-737-1025, and you will win a 4-pack of tickets to the Yellowwood 500 NASCAR Cup Series race October 19th at the Talladega Superspeedway.
Dr. Fraser Crane is back taking calls.
He is.
Okay.
He is. That's.
I'm listening.
He's listening. We'll have more with Pete coming up next.
Hello.
Chasing Big Joe,
This is Dr.
1025.
Fraser Crane. I'm listening.
The game.
Hey guys, Big Joe here. Listen, anxiety and depression, 2 words that can just wreck your life if you let them. And man, look, most of us lead lives of quiet desperation, but it does not have to be that way. That is why we were so honored at 1025 The Game to be partnering with Unity Psychiatric Care, based right here in Middle Tennessee, to get you back on track and living the life you deserve. And look, reaching out and talking to someone changed my life, and we want the exact same for you. All you got to do is just go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show. There you will see a link for Unity Psychiatric Care and start taking back your life. It's private, it's secure, and it's confidential. Nobody's got to know. I just need you to go there, okay? I need you to go and talk to somebody. Or you can call 1-888-508-8002, 1-888-508-8002. And look, I will preach all day long that our world is a better place because you are here. You have so much to be thankful for. And for us on this radio show, that is you. We're thankful for you. We love you so much, and help is just around the corner. And please know you don't have to go through any of this alone. Again, go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show, and let the journey begin.
Jason Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Thursday. Predators, Blue Jackets tonight. Pregame coverage with Max Hers at 6. And then Pete Weber will be on the call with Jay Moore just after 7 o'clock for Puck Drop, an old Central Division rival coming back.
And as we were reminiscing, it was like in the old days, every Thursday night was college night.
Yep.
And it was the Blue Jackets. And on Saturdays were the Detroit Red Wings.
It was always, you're right, Columbus and then Detroit, those two, the old Central Division.
Yes.
Which I certainly miss those two rivals. With that, Pete is going to be our celebrity and celebrity birthdays. Let's get to it.
All right. First on the list, we have Curious Events Day, Fire Prevention Day. There's a lot of them going real quick with them. Leif Erikson Day. Shout out to the SpongeBob lovers. International Beer and Pizza Day. Shout out to the pizza makers.
Love that. Crispy loves that.
Yeah.
National Depression Screening Day. Always important. National Moldy Cheese Day. If you like a good moldy cheese. National Polenta Day. Love a good polenta.
Yeah.
National Pro-Life Cupcake Day. All right. Always good to have cupcakes. National Sneaker Day. Let's see.
I got my sneakers on.
You do? I like those, by the way.
You guys will love
Blue
this
and gold.
one. Ombudsman's Day is today, so shout out to them. Scrubs Day is today, so if you wear scrubs like a bunch of doctors do, thank you very much. Submarine Hoagie Hero Grinder Day. It's a long one, but
it is.
World Post Day is today, and then last but not least, to the people that look like nerds, World Sight Day for the glasses.
Okay.
All right, thank you for that, Dr. Crane. It's time for celebrity birthdays. Pete Weber stepping in. Now, Pete, we told you before, this is a very esteemed honor because only one other person has been here. Very funny comedian John Christ was here a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
He sat in, loved it. Chase beat him. Now, if Chase beats you, it happens. He's pretty good at this game. All right? But, Pete, you go first through all these.
Okay.
Our first birthday, got to get within 2 years.
Right.
How old is Sharon Osbourne?
I'm going to say 68.
73.
73 exactly.
Whoa.
Chase up 2-0. The very funny actor Tony Shalhoub from Monk, Quick Change, Wings. Tony Shalhoub.
He also from The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
Yes.
I think you're
Okay.
right.
I'm going to say he is 70 even.
That's a good guess. 69.
72. Pete Weber's on the board.
Nice.
Pete, next up, Scott Bakula, the actor. CSI New Orleans, and then what's the show he went back in time?
Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap. Thank you.
I'm still trying to visualize him. I'm going to go mid-60s, so 64.
67.
71 years old.
Whoa, I gave him too much credit.
Kelsey, Dr. Crane, Spencer Grammer, Kelsey Grammer's wife. Dr. Crane's wife, real life wife. I guess we're still married.
Not B.B. Newworth. Okay.
Nope. Yeah.
63.
65.
42.
Nope.
Come on. Hollywood actor. He's not going to marry somebody his own age. All right, Pete, you're up next. Jackson Brown.
Jackson Brown getting on the water. Let's go with 72.
That's what I was going to say. 71.
77.
Oh, wow.
Chases up 2-1. Pete, actor Robert Wool. Bull Durham.
Yeah, and who was great in his own series there
Arliss.
on HBO, Arliss. I believe it is late 60s, so I'll go 67.
66.
74.
Wow.
Actor John O'Hurley. Jay Peterman from Seinfeld. How old is he?
No idea whatsoever, so I'll just do a stab at this one and call him 75.
72.
71. Chase up 3-1.
You would know
Let's see
him
here.
if you saw him.
Actor Steve Burns. Steve from Blue's Clues.
Oh,
Chase's
wow.
favorite, and Chase's beautiful mom's here. So Chase's, it all works out perfectly. Blue's Clues.
No idea whatsoever. He was born. We know that.
All right.
Let's just say he is probably 48 years old, at least.
45.
52.
Wow.
John Lennon's son with Yoko, Sean Lennon.
He would be 52.
48.
50. It's now 3-2. Chase, he's on
That's
your butt, buddy.
Isn't that a push?
He said what?
52.
He said
52.
What'd you say?
48.
Yeah. Thank you. I want Pete to win so bad. I got to the next one. Dadgummit. Country singer Scotty McCreery. He won American Idol.
So that would probably put him in the early 40s. Let's go 41.
40.
32. Go back a
Wow.
second. What did you say Blues Clues?
48.
Sean Linden was?
48.
And Pete said 52?
Yeah.
All right.
50's in the middle.
Okay. Just making sure. I have to send this off to our general manager who checks it, double checks. All right.
Thanks.
So
Sean.
Chase is up 3-1. We got 2 left. Pete, you're first. Annika Sorenstam.
She, let's say 41.
44.
55. Our
Wow.
last birthday, and Pete, you got a chance to tie. He's on these airwaves every Tuesday. The fabulous Trevor Maddich.
Oh.
Today's Trevor Maddich's birthday. How old is the former BYU Cougar and New England Patriots center?
I'd say that Trevor is 48.
Was he on the 85 Patriots?
No.
You're not going to answer that.
Yes, he was.
62.
64. And he was a rookie first year for the
Okay.
Patriots, drafted the first round. Chase, you win 4-1.
Pete.
Sorry, Pete. He
Sorry,
does this
Pete.
to everybody.
I
Don't
know,
worry.
I'm sorry. Have a great call tonight. Enjoy
Thank
opening
you.
night. Thanks for coming to hang out with us.
Glad to do it. And you guys, now, Joe, do you play the drums now?
I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're opening up here in a few minutes. So we're gonna
And Pete, tonight in Vegas, I'll play the bongos.
All right. You're going to do Babalu?
I'll do something.
Oh boy. All right. With
Thank
that,
you,
we
Pete.
gotta go.
Have a good trip, guys.
That is gonna do it for us.
Yeah, thank you, Pete. We love you. Thank you. Listen, there's somebody else we also love, and that's you. If you're going through anything, we tell you all the time, please talk to someone. I got to tell you, I am so grateful for the message I get when you send me a note and saying you were talking to somebody, you're reaching out to talk to somebody because you care about yourself. When you do that, that means you care about others, and we love you so much. Again, go to the website at GameNashville.com. Click on the Chase and Big Joe Show, the link to Unity Psychiatric Care. It's private. It's confidential. We just need you to go there because, as we say, our world's a better place because you are here and we love you. And more importantly, more than anything else in this world, God loves you.
Peace, love, rock and roll DVDs next. 102.5 The Game.